Hey guys, Languagehacker here. We're here post-nerfs, and not a lot has changed, but I took a Charge Warrior for a spin, and it turned out to be pretty good. I tried a couple of iterations, and this is what I settled on. So let's dive in, take a look at the deck list. As you can see here, we're running 30 cards because we want consistency. I tinkered a bit with 40 card OTK Warrior with Renethal for some extra health and some extra resources, but ultimately I think it's better to have the consistency of 30 cards for a couple of reasons. One, you get your combo faster because you have fewer cards to go through. Two, you get your removal cards more consistently. You can add extra removal, but like the Shield Shadows are just insane, and having these as much as possible is very good. There's a couple of new cards in here from what the old Charge Warrior used to run, but the main combo is still Galvangar, Battlemaster, Faceless, or two Facelesses. But there's also Grom in here because you can squeeze in some extra, some redundancy. That way you play a little bit around Theater Mutinous if you have one of your charge minions stolen. The rest of the deck is card draw and removal and armor gain. Execute, Shield Slam, Slam. There's a few one-ofs here. I think some of these are interchangeable, but I've been running one of each of these. Snowed In has been kind of okay as well. The Brawls help against quite a few decks. Anything that goes wide, it helps against Boon Priest, which is quite popular right now as well. And it can help against anything, right? Like, Brawl is Brawl. Brawl's been around forever. And then all the armor cards. Card draw. One Forge and Flame. I felt two was a bit too much based on how many weapons we're running. And that was kind of the sweet spot. Two Acolytes. There's a few considerations. You can consider keeping... can consider running Weapons Expert over, like, an Acolyte. Gives you another... an alternate turn 3 that draws you your Outrider's Axe, which is part of your card draw engine. Queen is here as well, which is a little cute. Queen can give you a Ring of Tides, which copies another spell that you've played for 1 mana. And that lets you go to the front, to the front, to the front, 3 of them for 5 mana, which changes some breakpoints with Grom. I'm not going to give you the full math here, but basically the normal combo is like to the front, Galvangar, Faceless, Battlemaster. It's plenty of damage. But there's multiple variations based on how many to the fronts you have. And there even are variations with Gromash where you can go like to the front, Grom, Faceless on 10 mana, which ends up being 36 if you have a Sanguine Depths. Sanguine Depths is quite important for this deck, though. It gives you pings for executes, it gives you pings for Acolyte card draw, and it gives you pings for Gromash damage. Or, well, one, it activates Gromash, but even if it doesn't activate the Enrage, it still adds extra damage to Galvangar, which you're then copying with either Battlemaster or Faceless, or both. Mulligans. Keep Acolyte, keep Outrider's Axe, keep Sanguine Depths, and that's about it. You want to focus on card draw early, start drawing through your deck, and then just kill them when you have enough mana, usually around turn 9, 10. There's some games where you can get them on 8, and there's some games where you don't even need the combo. Just as a note, Outrider's Axe, 9 damage. You have 2 of them, that's 18. Rakara, that's an extra 10 damage with a weapon. That's already 28 damage. Most opponents have, not most opponents, a lot of opponents have 28 health. So if you just hit them in the face with weapons, they died at 2 damage, which is Rakara Hero Power. So you don't even need to combo them, technically. Don't be afraid to break up combo pieces. If you have to just spend mana in a turn, hit them in the head, and then you need less of a combo later because you run 2 charge minions, and the redundancy is useful for that as well. Here's some cool games. Happy climbing. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to get some decks out that are a bit more off meta, so you don't get too bored with the usual drudge that we're seeing right now. Have a good time. Check out these games. See ya. The Theater buff was basically non-existent. Nerf was basically non-existent. I'm going to talk about this after this game, maybe. Take a few minutes to talk about my thoughts on the meta. But the Theater nerf was basically negligible. It just doesn't matter. It's not enough of a disincentive not to run it. And it's still completely game-changing and game-ending. So I don't think they did a good job at all nerfing Theater. The Hunter buff nerfs, I think, are fine. I think Harpoon Gun needed to be changed. I don't think it should ever have been buffed to discount 3 in the first place. So I'm glad they finally admitted it was a mistake and went back to 2 mana. I mean, it's not even admitting a mistake, because, like, technically different metas, the strength is slightly different, but no, the Harpoon Gun should never have been 3 mana discount, in my opinion. And the Wild Seeds, I think, are fine as well. We don't have great stats on it compared to what they have internally. So I'm assuming internally the Wild Seeds were just a bit too strong. Even if the deck itself isn't like 70% win rate or whatever. It's also a feels type thing. Mutinous is technically a bit better of a tempo play, but which makes it slightly less. But yeah, I agree. Theatar could also be like 6 mana, would probably still see play. Coin plus sigil. Fury. Sorry, not sigil. Coin plus relic. This probably draws 2, so I think I'm fine just doing this. And then what? I generally want to draw off the slam, but I already have quite a few combo pieces, and I kind of just want to limit some damage coming in. It's not warm when she's away.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
I think Warrior's too strong. Good one, haha. I actually get to draw at least 2 off of this. I could even draw 3. Tread here and ping.
Bring the pain.
And I will draw 3, thank you. Ooh. Would this be good enough if you could play... Oh, would this deck be good enough if you could play Order in the Court? Order in the Court's interesting in this deck, because it draws some specific cards that are useful, but it's also incredibly restrictive at that point, because Warrior doesn't run like a Cariel, right? I don't think you would run Order in Court. You might run 1, just to get like the Grom, for example, but otherwise I don't think so. I'd prefer to Shield Shatter this instead of, like, Brawl. Why did we do that? Oh, to knock extra arm. No, why did we do this? That doesn't make sense to me. But I don't have armor. Oh, hey, look, armor. Yeah, so I think the Hunter nudges were good. I think the Theatar nerf was quite disappointing. And I think... I don't know when the next patch is. They did say something fun was going to pop up. Oh, wow, that's a very convenient top deck, isn't it? I think they did say that's what... I don't remember the exact quote, but it was something like, you know, something fun is planned and, you know, stay on your toes. If I find Galvangar, I do have lethal on 9? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. So if I can find Theatar the next couple of turns, it's really nice. Currently I'm passing next turn, which doesn't feel nice.
Pick me.
I have a few good draws here. Axe is the best one by far. That is not a good one. Do I dump a Shield Slam here? If they play Zillag, I'm just gonna sprawl this, so I don't think I do commit a Shield Slam. This was a sad turn. I could just straight up slam the Grom face. But I can throw in a Faceless with the Grom. That Relic of Extinction didn't seem very relevant, but I guess I don't really have minions to play, so I can see it. Okay, that wasn't too bad. They haven't played that many fell spells, so I don't expect to die that quickly, but I'm running out of time. Dude, why does my hand suck? I have lethal on turn 10, so my goal is survive turn 10, which means stop as much damage as possible. It's a pretty poopy Shield Shatter, but I don't know what else I'm doing. Galvangar is straight up lethal now, if I draw that, so that's a 1 in 13. But I think I have lethal turn 10. And I have quite a few armor cards, so if I don't draw Galvangar, bunkering down for a turn is still good enough. An event related to Hell's End. Yeah, it could be pretty fun. I think events are really, really good in terms of new content, community engagement. It's very good. Well, that's actually really fine because my hand doesn't do anything anyways. This also doesn't do anything. I mean, I have Omega Lethal if I don't die. So if I have Omega Lethal, should I just kill this? So I can go 2-4 to the depths. Sorry, from the front to the front to the front. 2-4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I should stop this 2 damage because I have Omega Lethal. Otherwise, I have lethal through a hero card as well. So as long as I don't die, 1 Sanguine Depths is good enough. And I have no choice. It's not super likely I'm dead. Wow. Oh, that's unfortunate. I died. That's not lethal actually. 3, 6... plus 4, 10, 14, 17, 18? Jace is 1 off lethal. So if I didn't kill that 2-6, I'd be dead here. They're doing the math on it now, and they're realizing they're 1 off. So killing that prosecutor, Miltranix, actually kept me alive. I'd be dead to Jace here exactly. No, it's a little bit over. They're 1 off because I killed the Miltranix.
Amidst the flames,
And there's nothing they can draw into that is lethal, so...
you possess true power. Well played.
Oh, it's 2 off. Math is hard. Sinking my fingertips. Past 3 turns, still kill your opponent. Nutty. I created a storyline, and you guys followed me on that story. You saw what I did. You saw the obstacle I overcame. It was a comedy. Was it a little toxic? Maybe. But it was content. You know? It was content. Heavy Plate Shield Shatter is cute, but it doesn't deal with boons. So let's just look for that card. I'd like to consider myself a storyteller, you know? Don't turn the dark side and become dreads? No, no, no. I'll never stray that far. What's my win rate right now? Since I switched to the 30 card deck, we are 5-3. Can it contest priests? Absolutely it can, yes. For my father's daughter. I actually can't equip this. If I want to kill the thing next turn, I have to be able to shield shatter and snowed in. So I trade this and then armor. That's even better. So we're 5-3 with the 30 card list, and if you include the 40 card list as well, we're 9-6, which is respectable. Rockabye baby.
fabrics fit for Her Majesty.
I can actually clear this without snowed in, right? That's really good. So we do Shield Shatter. I would like to draw a card. My armor doesn't matter anymore. But card draw matters. Now they could pop off again, and then I have to face tank and snowed in, which is unfortunate, which is why I want to draw cards. Why would you like me to tell you that, Ned? Because I will tell you that. Ooh, love. Oh, bum, 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 bum. Giggle. I completely agree with you. I can't quite play you. I could play a 6/6, but I think I'd rather just draw cards. Paid comment? No, no, no. Giggle wrote that comment out of the kindness of their heart. We could actually die to a Galvangar TK, but it's very no, they can't, because the Galvangar they had to have gained armor, which they can't do. I guess they could steal like a no, they would need to steal 2 extra cards on top of it. I think they picked Queen. They picked it so quickly that I think it had to have been Queen. They might double boon me, which is a bit of an issue, because I do not have my my Brawlerino. They're setting up the Handmaiden. Oh, they messed up. Wait, did they mess up? Maybe they didn't mess up. I feel like there was a mistake. Oh, yeah, I think they did mess up. I think they were not supposed to play the identity theft beforehand. Wow, this looked very sad. Again, I don't even have to... I don't have to snow it in. I can just clear with Shield Shatter. And then I double ping that off. Cool.
You have been.
Why do you ask, Ned? Out of curiosity. Because I am.